Morning, everybody. Welcome back to BYT. Beautiful day out here. Nice, sunshiny. We'll get back on the bus. Get back at that fiberglass Bondo on the back and prime up some areas with that self-etching primer. And we'll talk to you in a minute. From back here, it's looking pretty good. Nice, and you see where the new meets the old. I hit it with a little self-etching primer. Put a few patches in place. But overall, from the distance and from back here, it's closing up nicely. I'm going to be down here on the bottom for a minute. I'm going to try to get those sanded down. Those three. And then see about what I got to do for that panel and that outside panel as well. My caulk should be here today, so I got a notification from Amazon. My 4 tubes of sealant, so I'm going to go try to find a pick tool so I can pick all that old caulking off of the windows. So when it gets here, I can reseal it. I'm going to get a wire brush. And before I seal it, see the mineral spirits, I got that up there on top of the bus. I already wiped down where that strobe light was and just a little bit of self-etching primer there. But today I'm going to try to get this fiberglass here done on both sides, on the outside of the bus. I'm going to try to pick the caulk around the windows as far up as I can, equally on each side. This Sunday we're looking at rain, and today's Wednesday, but we're supposed to be 70 degrees from now until Friday. So I'm going to get as much sealing done as I can. So when the rain does come, I can watch, test, look, and see if what I am doing is working. So we'll see in a bit. Here are the 3 tools that I'm using to clean the edges. I am wire brushing even the aluminum. So when I come in, and see, I still have to get in there a little bit more. I might hit that with a sander real lightly, that edge with that triangular sander. Hit the paint with the triangular sander just so I get good adhesion from the sealant. And like I said, I'm going to do, sorry about that, I'm going to do as many windows forward. I'm probably going to do 3 windows, get in front of that wheel well, and then go on the other side and do the same thing. I even cleaned up that edge so I can come in and get the welder out, reach over here, finish spot welding that all in, and then I'll sand it down before I seal it. And that way I know. So I'm looking, they even had sealant, it looks like, in this crack here. So I may run a bead down it. See, looks like they're sealant. Or that is paint. It could be paint. I mean, it's kind of rubbery. Let's see. Yep, there's white caulk in there. But that's your friend. So if they're caulking this, I'm going to caulk it. And you know, back here, especially over the gap, every seam, all the way down, all the way up into there, small bead. There's like a foam up in here, and when I'm driving, I don't want the water going up and in, so I'm even gonna run a small bead right along this edge of sealant. And like I said, I will figure it out, and I will find out. Let's see, I'm down to this seam here. No, it's got a few bubble spots. I believe that one spot is over here somewhere. So I'll even, before I paint, I'll put a little bead along here as well on every seam. Got a lot of cleaning to do, that's for sure. Let's see, yeah, there you go. Got that primer spot there. Got the primer sprayed on that. And it's a self-etching primer, so the fiberglass will stick to it. But, you know, I'm trying to protect my bare metal. So, alright, I'm going to get back at it. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, here we are. Get this mostly done. Still have to come back through. Fill in some more here. I have to fill in some more here. And I got this all wire wheeled. I have to clean it up. I got a little bit of dust down here. But I got the windows all the way up to where that ladder's at. All scraped, all the silicone. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 windows on this side. It's ready for sealant. I'm gonna take a tube of it inside the house and read before paint or after paint. What I was reading on it is it will seal windows as well. So on the outside, I'm even gonna do the window trims. Of course, you know, I'm gonna come inside. I'm gonna scrape all this black off here, and then I will probably seal the insides as well. You know, this has a, I don't know, like a little carpet brush on it. But I'm definitely do the outside of these windows with that sealant. So we will have to see how it goes, because yeah, see, I got all this black stuff on the inside, all this black crusty stuff that dries up. I'm gonna get a wire brush or something and get in there and get that all cleaned out. But I believe I am up to here. So most of my water, as you know, comes in this corner and runs down the bus this way. So I'm going to window seal from here back, even around the outside of that panel. I've already got it wire wheeled. I've got it sprayed with the rust reformer, and I'm going to seal all the way around it on the outside, seal all the way around it, all the way up to this point. So when the rain comes on Sunday, I will be watching this ledge for water. Like I said, with how I got this now, I got this here all sealed up. There are no openings, no gaps, no cracks. So I'm gonna probably run a bead down here. Just, you know, I'll wire brush it or wire wheel it, because I do have it sealed at that corner. So I'm gonna seal all the way down. I might even seal this seam here as well. Put a little bit of goop in the holes. I still have to patch this hole here, but I'm trying to find out how the water's getting in. I'm pretty sure it's the windows. You know, gets in, gets on this edge, drips down the back of this panel, hits that ledge, and just rolls down the bus. So if it's wet in front of where I'm repairing and not back here, then I know for a fact it's the windows, and then I will just keep moving forward with it. You know, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, probably tomorrow. That sanding up there overhead, if you got bad shoulders, that's rough. Yes, it looks like crap right now. I have, you know, edges that I can get my fingernail on. Well, you know, I'll be feathered out. I have to do the same thing on the top. I have to do some more build up here in this radius, because I notice I keep sanding down past the seam. So now that I have my form, I have to do a build up, and I have to feather it back. So I'm going to sand more of this back here and get back to the bare metal, so I can do some build up on this edge and do another decent coat and wrap it around. Just to stop sanding the seam, because I can actually see where the fiberglass meets the metal. I keep sanding it down, so I need to build up so I can feather it back so it looks natural. And I'll probably have to do the same on that side, just like I did here. You know, you can't see where the metal is, you can't see the edge of the metal, and you can't really see where the gap is in here. Like here, you know, this is where the gap was. It's all been filled in, fiberglass shoved in. Here is hardened, another coat's been put on, another coat will come in and fill this, or I can round it off, and I'll bring it back past the metal, so there's no give in this corner. But yeah, and using that little pick and razor blade and stuff works great. That's a tedious job too, I'll tell you right now. But making a bus, turning it into an RV, not for the faint of heart. There are trial and errors unless you're an expert bus builder. I do have some history of fabrication on vehicles. I used to work at a limousine shop back in the day. We used to cut cars and stuff in half, and Cadillacs and Chrysler 300s, and turn them into high dollar fancy machinery. So I'm trying to utilize some of that knowledge. I'm sure I've forgot more than I will ever remember, but I am trying my best and I'm doing what I can. So, not to keep rambling on, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here's what I'm going to be using. Modetic RV flexible sealant. What I was looking for was right there. Excellent adhesion, paintable. So, read all the warning labels. It says respiratory tract, skin, vapors are harmful for the eyes, your lungs, and there's a whole list of everything. And so far, for best results, apply sealant to clean, dry surface, free of foreign matters. So I think I'm doing a decent job cleaning it. I will clean it more, like with soap, water, wash it, and then let it dry. I'll get a little bucket of soapy water and a scrub brush before I actually apply this stuff. Just to make sure, or wipe it down with mineral spirits. I want to do one time, because I am sealing, like I said, I'm sealing the windows, I'm sealing around the windows, I'm sealing the back seams. I want good results out of this. So if it works and it works good, I will give you a review on it. I got 4 tubes, came in a box. Each tube has its own nozzle. I kind of dig that. There's my wire brush. So, yep, once I give this a whirl, and you don't have to cut the tips. I mean, you can cut them on an angle a little bit, but they are all open. Yeah, I can blow through all 4 of them. So, hopefully that it will be what I need. I can get the bus sealed up, get the water leak stopped, and then I can start drying and roughing in the inside. Because, the garage can be an ongoing project, minus the ramp. I will have to address that, and the brake lights, of course. So, from out here, I mean, from what it's looking like and everything, and how everything's coming out, it's not too bad. So a lot more Bondo fiberglass work. Get that back sealed in where there's no water running down those black tracks on both sides. And then, of course, that wire harness there. I got to run it underneath the frame back here. Get my hitch installed, whatever I'm going to do. I am not using this hitch. I got a really good look at it. They made it for a junkyard. It is 2 pieces of angle iron welded together. And no, I'm not trusting it. I will get a solid steel pipe or tube about that length that will be going in there for a hitch. yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I will see you in a minute. Alright, everybody. If you like today's content, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And whatever you're doing out there, you be safe, have yourselves a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.